What's going on, everybody? My name is Dean. Thank you for stopping in. This is going to be a little updated walk around of the car. A couple of things has changed since the first video, and I kind of wanted to go over it a little bit more, kind of tell y'all what's changed, what's going to change, because it's also changing here in a little bit again. I got a couple of things coming. I think it'll be pretty fun to see. Let's just go take a look at the car. Right off the bat, you're probably going to notice that the wheels are different. I ended up picking these up about a month and a half ago, give or take, and mine like the little jittery. I'm using a Osmo stabilizer, and I've had it for a little while. I've genuinely just never used it, never really had a reason to. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, I didn't like the gimbal. It was too shaky. I got to figure out how to use it before I actually use it. But yeah, so the first thing in the front, let's talk about the aero kit. So this is a different design than the last one. The last one was just not really formed around anything. It was just squared off. This one is formed around the CDC splitter. I do like it a lot better. In my opinion, I think it's more aggressive, even though it is smaller. It just looks a lot better. Like I said, these side pieces, these are actually the same as before. I have hardware keeping them held up. You can kind of see, just because these were mounted on the other one, the holes didn't line up, and I just had to put these up so there wouldn't be a gap right here. Splitter rods still in the crash bar. I've actually not had any issues of them falling out, like any issues of the splitter rods popping out. I had a couple of issues with that a couple of times with the old setup, but not anymore with these, because these are a little bit different. I did mount them a lot better. Second thing, let's just talk about the front end in general, because new headlights, lower fog lights, side markers. I want to say the last time I had the black housings and it still had the amber. These ones are all black housing with no amber. Those are actually getting changed. My buddy is making me some switchback LEDs. It's just going to be the singular strip. I think it'll tie together really, really well with the headlights, especially the tri-bars and the headlights. Talking about the lower fogs, as you see, they don't really give off that much light. They're pointed literally to the ground. I've adjusted them every way that I could. They just stay there, which, you know, that's fine. Those ones are definitely going to get changed up soon, just because with the white tri-bar, with the white LED strip, I think having the yellow is going to clash, and it's just tint. So I'm just going to take the tint off, but I'll do switchbacks. So there'll be a LED bulb that does white and yellow. You just turn them off and turn them back on. I think it'll definitely tie the whole front end together. All right, now let's talk about the wheels. The wheels are a 19 by 9.5 square plus 35 offset. The fitment is back to where it was to begin with. I am on H&R Super Sport springs, but going from a 20 to a 19, it brought the wheel gap back. That's gonna get fixed soon. My sponsor company, they are nice enough and they're sending me out their coilover kit, so I'll have a video on that whenever I get around to it. Whenever I make the video, they're wanting me to just do an install video, talk about it, so I'll get that out, and you can see it's sunk in a little bit. I'll have to play around with it after I lower it more. I'll probably just do another 1/2 inch all around, because I want a 1.7 inch drop in the front and then a 2 inch in the rear with these H&R Super Sports. But let's talk about the wheels. So 19 by 9.5, like I said. I'm on a 265 35 19 Bridgestone Potenza, and then a 275 35 19 Michelin. Fantastic, like fantastic. It's so much better than the Nittos. I've put 6,000 miles on it since I put the wheels on. Yes, I do a lot of driving. And yes, the car is filthy. It had just got done raining, so deal with it. But I've done upper control arm. I put an adjustable upper control arm in. I've done the lower drop brackets. You'll be able to see it through the wheel. You see that red bar? I'll just get down here and show you. Let's see. Maybe you'll see that. And if you see these, you see how close they are to the ground? Yeah, that's my fault. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But suspension is going to be changing up soon. I need front sway bar end links, so this is actually really good because the kit comes with adjustable ones. So I'll be able to just replace all of that, and the suspension will pretty much be set. I might do lower control arms while I'm there, just because since I'm there, I might as well. Other than that, cosmetically, it's roughly stayed the same. I know in my last video, I said that I don't really like stickers on cars, but this is me. These are the events that I've been to. I made these. So I'm fine with that. My Ford Performance banner, it's definitely seen better days. The M's tore. It's peeling up a little bit. I lost my D. So call me Caitlyn Jenner. But the spoiler, I done this because it just looks so bland and boring in the photos. And these are like events that I've gone to. Some of my friends have put their stickers on it. Like my buddy Alex. What is that? Not Another Car Vlog. Murda. Sky the S197. White Lightning. Like I said, some events that I've gone to. Doug, fantastic. I'll definitely be hitting up Doug here in a bit, especially when I do the coilovers. He does fantastic work when it comes to alignments. Alright, so getting to the rear of the car, yes, it is still the way that it was the last time. No, I've not wrapped this yet. I've just been a little bit busy. I got a lawn chair. That's the only thing new for my trunk. Just lawn chair and the stuff. This is literally still from Mustang Week from September. I've not cleared my car out from that. Plus, I always like cruise on the Dragon, and sometimes I like to just sit on the side of the road. So I always have lawn chairs with me. Speaking of the Dragon, I'm actually at the end of the Dragon at the 129 hub. They're closed for the season because it's November. But it's still a pretty cool place. So getting back into it, a couple of things has changed on the interior. And mind all my camera gear. It's a little dirty. This is the gimbal that I was using earlier. But I ended up getting these Ford racing seats. These are the Recaro bucket seats. They are out of 2011 to 14. I don't necessarily know which car they came out of, because it doesn't have the Boss 302. It doesn't have the Shelby. So I don't know the specific set of cars that these came out of. If any of y'all know, please feel free to let me know. I got the rear seat delete. I got that very, very poorly installed. I don't know if I really went over it in the last video, but it just was not. It just was cut like very, very, very poorly. You know, which that's fine. I'm not really going to complain too much. It was, I think I got it on sale for like $50, $50, $60. I traded, I might have had this in the last video. I traded my pole shade for the OEM carbon dash. I like this one way better than the aluminum one. I do not like the aluminum one. It just looks bleh. So I traded it. Like I said, this is all my camera gear. Because I got a camera now. Right there. Tripod. I got a pocket Osmo. But I'm recording this on my phone because I don't have the Osmo with me like right now. But other than that, I still got to paint the rear calipers. Those are still red. Those are still unpainted. I'm doing coilovers. So I'll be throwing the coilovers on soon. I'll probably do like an 8mm spacer on the rear. Because the only way that it's flush is where it's bulging right here. And I kind of like, you know, pop out just a schmidgy widge. I'm on a 20 in the front. But this is one of the hub spacers, so it bolts to the hub. I'm more safe about running these than I am just like a normal slide-on spacer, especially if they're not hub-centric. People are like, oh, you know, hub-centric, blah, blah, blah. I've never had an issue with the hub-centric wheels before, but I am not going to run a non-hub-centric spacer just because like vibrations and wobbling. I had one on for Mustang Week. It was a 12mm. It was fine for the first, I don't know, 200 miles. And then I would let go of the steering wheel and it would go all over the road. So definitely gonna get one of the hub adapters, or not the hub adapters, but the hub spacer, and just run it on the back. It is starting to rain a little bit, so I'm gonna try and finish up. When it comes to the rest of the car, I ended up picking up a Roush M90 supercharger, the complete kit, the heater core, intercooler. It's not on the car yet, so that one's going to be a video of its own. I think it's going to either be one part or a few parts. I don't know yet. I just got my quote for the tune, and then I want to do a couple of other things. I'm going to get a 3-core radiator because this is still the OEM radiator from 09. I've never changed the coolant. 132,000 miles on the car. I've never changed it. I don't know if it's been changed before, but I personally haven't changed it in the 42,000 miles that I've had the car. So that is one thing that is going to get done, is the radiator. I might get that ordered and get that all circulating and cycling and all that fun stuff now. I have the high flow power steering pump from the supercharger kit, so that's with the kit. So it's going to be a lot. Like it's going to be a lot, and it's going to go through a couple of changes, a couple of simple things, a couple of big things. And I'm going to get in my car because it is starting to rain. So give me just a minute. Okay, so I'm back in my car now, and it is raining. That's fun. But I think I kind of talked over like everything that is new, everything that is changing, and everything to come. Obviously, it's probably going to change a little bit from there. I'm not 100% set on these wheels yet. Like I said, I've had them on for a little over a month. They're okay. I like them. I'm really excited for like the next couple of months. Car events are slowing down. Car season's kind of over. Luckily, I'm in North Carolina, like very west North Carolina, so it doesn't really snow much, and I still daily my car. One thing that is, I'm gonna have to rework the exhaust system. Whenever I was under the car, if you saw the cutouts, they're very, very low to the ground. And I have ground them off, and I've had them on the car for a couple of weeks. They still work perfectly fine, don't get me wrong, they work great. It's just they're way too low to the ground, and if I lower the car anymore, I physically won't be able to even leave my driveway. I might even record a video of me going down my driveway, just so you can see how bad it is. So I'm gonna have to change the exhaust and the coilovers, like I said. Maybe when I do the coilovers, I'll paint the brakes. Maybe, probably not. Maybe. We'll see. But anyhow, thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. If you know more about these seats than I do, feel free to let me know as well. And other than that, yeah, that's about it. But anyhow, thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the other socials. Stay up to date. Photos, videos, all that fun stuff. Anyhow, I will see y'all later on.